AOC is really mad about all this. She, of course, thinks it's a fascist takeover. And she put out a video because this is what she does. She spends like half her life on TikTok. Here's a video of her talking about fascists being stupid.
And I made this early on. From all the movies that we see growing up about heroes and villains, is that I thought that fascist takeover attempts were going to be architected by evil geniuses. And I was not expecting how unearned, nepotistic, mediocre, and just dumb so many of the people architecting this were going to be. And it works because of brute force. Like, you can do anything through brute force, but it's not sophisticated and it does not merit my intellectual respect. That's my thought of the day.
She actually thinks she has intellectual merit. This is the chick who didn't know what a garbage disposal was like 2 minutes ago.
These videos, I just can't believe she keeps making them and that people keep liking them. I don't know what intellectual honesty and intellectual respect she thinks that she has earned when she's making a completely nonsensical argument. She gave 0 examples of what she's talking about.
Right.
It's always just fear-mongering and nonsense. But she wanted you to know that she read a book when all the books that I read in high school made me think. Oh, she read books, guys. She's very
before
smart.
She became a bartender. Right. Yeah. Exactly. I know. So this is, and again, with the fascism, like we keep hearing about fascism, they will not stop with the fascist crap. Like they learn nothing from the Charlie Kirk thing. Fascism and Nazis. We keep hearing that. So ridiculous. Okay, quick deviation when it comes to AOC. Like she apparently made fun of Stephen Miller's height and she wants you to laugh at him for his height. Here's that video.
Stephen Miller is a clown. I've never seen that guy in real life, but he looks like he's like 4'10", and he looks like he is angry about the fact that he's 4'10", and he looks like he is so mad that he is 4'10", that he's taking that anger out at any other population possible. Like, laugh at them. Yes, they are dangerous.
Okay. So first of all, I don't think he's 4'10". I never thought he was 4'10". But she's instructing people.
This video's better.
She's instructing, you think it's better? She's instructing people to laugh at short people, just FYI. That's what is he 5'11"? LTC vet says he's 5'11". I believe that. I'd never thought he was short, but even if he was short, we're supposed to laugh at him because he's short. This is what liberals are doing now. Apparently, she got ripped for it. People were like, you're not supposed to laugh at the short community because they're marginalized. So then she came out with this video because this is what liberals do. This is what they do.
The short
Here we go.
king community.
Oh, the short king
community. I don't believe in body shaming. I am talking about how big or small someone is on the inside.
That's like, for example,
I have no idea how tall Andrew Tate is.
Okay.
No idea at all. But that guy looks to me like 5'3". Like 5'3", 5'4". Whereas physically, men of smaller stature can come across, they are spiritually 6 foot. If you're a good dad, if you stand with women, if you're not belittling immigrants, you're like, 6'3" spiritually. Okay. I don't know. Am I being problematic?
So it's spiritually short. That's what she was talking about. Okay. What the hell is she? She's an idiot.
I love it. I love that. I think she was trying to be funny in the first video and call him short and whatever. I think Stephen Miller would not care about that at all. If he heard that, I don't think it hurt his feelings. I don't think he's taking it personally. He would get over it. And most Republicans would because...
Right. Because we can take jokes. We can take jokes about shortness. Yeah.
And we've taken a lot worse jokes than that one.
Totally.
But the people who can't take it are on her own side because they are offended by everything. So
It
she
is
had to
pretty funny.
like she meant to insult Stephen Miller and ends up having to apologize to her own people, her own friends.
For insulting Stephen Miller.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
great. It's fantastic. It's like a pretzel. They can't get out of their own pretzel. It's hysterical. She's like, okay, now I have to apologize for body shaming people because I made fun of Stephen Miller's stature. And he's not even short. It's the whole thing is ridiculous.
Mistake.
This just shows the ridiculosity, and I love it. It's fantastic. Speaking of ridiculosity, Jon Stewart, you guys remember Jon Stewart? He's the guy that retired and then came back. He's one of those. So he calls ICE a well-funded paramilitary group that is throwing grandmothers into linoleum and zip tying American children. This is what late night talk show hosts are doing because they're hilarious, you guys. They're really, really funny. And he says that Democrats aren't doing enough to stop agents, just petty gestures. We have a clip from funny. He didn't mention the bounties on ICE guys' heads. He didn't mention the bounty amounts that are different for kidnapping as opposed to killing them. He didn't mention that at all because that's a little more than arrest room resistance, I think. I don't know about you guys.
And who are these American children that got zip tied?
It's to me, it's propaganda. And do you guys remember, because they're downplaying all of this stuff. They're downplaying what's happening in these cities. Do you remember when CNN did the whole fiery but mostly peaceful caption when Kenosha was literally burning behind that guy? Do you remember when that happened? I feel like this is exactly the same. What's happening right now is exactly the same as what CNN did. They're downplaying all of the stuff. Everything that's happening in these cities, the unrest, the disruption, the fighting back towards ICE agents. This is law enforcement. These people in these cities are fighting back against law enforcement. It's kind of like, I always tell my kids, if you get pulled over by a cop, if you're speeding, shut the hell up. Shut up, be polite, take your crap out, show them your crap and be nice. Don't be a jerk and you're not going to get in trouble. That's what I do. That's what I've taught my kids. I feel like people should know to do that. You don't go out there and start fighting law enforcement. That's not what you do. And that's what they're doing. And then if you get thumped, they wonder why they get thumped. That's why. This is not hard. So
and I just think it underscores the cultural issue. It's like ICE is coming in to round up the massive amount of illegal immigrants in these cities, and their response is violence. And it's like, right, that is exactly why we're here. Because that is a problem. You are not, first of all, you're not supposed to be here at all. And then your reaction to us telling you you're not supposed to be here is un-American.
Yeah. And I think people were not.
We have to get them out.
Exactly. And I think people were not prepared for how ugly this was going to be because, we knew, I feel like I knew, and a lot of people here knew that when we voted for this, we voted for mass deportations. It wasn't going to be pretty. It's not like it was going to be a thing where people were going to be like, okay, let me line up and just leave voluntarily. Some people did, but some people are going to be like, no, I'm not effing leaving. And when people say, I'm not effing leaving, somebody's going to have to force you to leave. And that does not look pretty. It doesn't. And people are not comfortable with that. Well, they shouldn't have broken into our country. And sometimes the people that break into our country are people like gardeners and people that work in the food service industry and people that do things that apparently Joe Rogan and company think that those people shouldn't leave because it should just be like drug cartel members. Well, there are some people here that are working and they're in jobs that you think are okay jobs and they're not just like drug dealers, but those people are also here illegally and they also need to leave. And I'm sorry that's inconvenient for you, but that's just the way it goes. And I'm prepared for that. I think that a lot of people here are prepared for that, or we were, but some people just find that to be very uncomfortable, Yeah.
And I think the left thinks that if they make it uncomfortable, we will back down. But I think more people are like you and I, and we are prepared for this, and we knew it was going to be a battle. So you can keep screaming and you can keep fighting police officers. We did know what we're getting into and we're committed to it. So I don't think we're going to back down.
Yep, we voted for this. We absolutely voted for this. Okay, so Margaret Cho, people like Margaret Cho. Do you guys remember her? Okay, so this is what comedy is now on the left.
Well, they are like these guys who just have never ever done anything in their lives. They're failures, and wannabes, and they could never become police. They could never live up to anybody's like idea of what a man should be. And finally, they're given some power, and they're using it on children. They're using it on the elderly. They're using it on people like that are much smaller than them, because it's just they have this power, and now they're high off it because they've never had any power in their lives. They're so despicable.
Yeah. Okay. So why do they always have the standard issue bangs like that?
I feel like that's immediately, those bangs immediately mental
Right.
institution.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like the
no
bangs and then
questions asked.
the glasses that are like really thick. You know what I mean? It's like you add those and like you got to just stay away. Like keep 10 feet distance between you and that individual because damn,